Now, write down number one, amplifier. Application of op-amp has a huge part. So number one, amplifier. Give a heading, inverting amplifier. And then draw a diagram of inverting amplifier. Once you are done, let me know, okay? At first, let me just explain the circuit first. This one is the inverting amplifier. So inverting amplifier, we will give the input in the negative terminal because we all know that negative terminal, this one is the inverting input. Whatever input we are giving in the negative terminal, we will get the output terminal which is, in the output terminal, we will get a signal which is amplified as well as 180-degree out of phase of the input terminal. Okay, whatever signal you are giving in the input terminal, we will get a signal in the output terminal which is amplifier. Obviously it's amplifier and it's 180-degree out of phase of the input. So this is the circuit diagram of an inverting amplifier, and you can see the positive terminal is grounded. Okay, and we are giving the supply in the negative terminal, and RF is the feedback resistor. Okay, and here we have given the negative feedback. Okay, Ri is the internal resistance. Once you are done, let me know.
Done, ma'am.
Ma'am, the resistance on top is RF.
RF, feedback resistance. RF, F for feedback. Is this done?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now write down. An op-amp can be operated as an inverting amplifier as shown in the figure. An op-amp can be operated as an inverting amplifier as shown in the figure. An input signal an input signal VIN is applied. An input signal VIN is applied to input resistor RI An input signal Vin is applied through input register Ri to the non-inverting input full stop. The output is fed back to the same non-inverting input. The output is fed back to the same. Yes, tell me.
Ma'am, can you just repeat once from an input signal?
An input signal Vin is applied through input resistance Ri to the non-inverting input. Sorry, to the inverting input. Sorry. An input signal Vin is applied to a input resistance Ri to the inverting input. Full stop. The output is fed back to the same. The output is fed back to the same inverting input.
Ma'am, it is feedback or setback?
Feedback. FED. Feedback. The output is fed back to the same inverting input to feedback register. It feedback FEED through feedback register RF. The
Can you repeat,
output
ma'am?
is yes. Hello.
Can you repeat from the output?
Just a second. Still. Hello.
Ma'am, can you repeat from the output?
Yeah. The output is fed back. Output is fed back. FED fed back to the inverting input through feedback register. Through feedback register FEED feedback register RF. That is RF. Have you written up to this?
Yes, ma'am.
Next, write down the non-inverted input. The non-inverting input is grounded. The non-inverting input is grounded. Full stop. Next, write down here RF provides negative feedback. 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 Give a comma or semicolon. Give a comma or semicolon and then write down. Since the input signal is applied to the inverting terminal, since the input signal is applied to the inverting terminal, the output will be inverted. The output will be inverted.
Ma'am, applied to?
To the inverting terminal, the output will be inverted. That is 180 degree out of phase. compared to the input. That is 180-degree out of phase compared to the input. Hence the name inverting amplifier. Hence the name inverting amplifier.
Ma'am, can you repeat after 180 degree out of phase?
As compared to the applied input. Sorry, as compared to the input, just write down. As compared to the input. Full stop. Hence the name inverting amplifier. Oratrika Rahul, please read. Read whatever you have written up to this.
Inverting amplifier. An op-amp can be operated as an inverting amplifier as shown in the figure. An input signal V input is applied to the input resistor Ri to the inverting input. The output is set back to the same inverting input through the feedback resistor Rf. The non-inverting input is grounded. Here are some provided negative feedbacks. Since the input signal is applied to the inverting terminal, the output will be inverted, that is 180-degree out of phase, compared to the input. Hence the name inverted amplifier.
Right. Next, give a small subheading, that is voltage gain. We need to calculate the voltage gain and we need to remember the formula so that we can do the problems. In exam, you will get either write down short notes on inverting amplifier, non-inverting amplifier, like this type of questions. Okay, and maybe there will be two questions for 15 marks, like write down short notes on inverting and non-inverting amplifier, 7.5 into 2. In exam, you will get short type of questions, or else you will get some problems from here also. So next, write down voltage gain, and then please draw these two figures. Once you are done, let me know. I'll explain what is virtual ground, and then we will do the calculation.
Ma'am, both the figure.
Yes, both figures are important. Okay. Okay. Now, what is virtual ground? You can see here this positive terminal is grounded. Okay. This positive terminal is grounded, and the voltage over here will be always zero. I mean, very negligible voltage will be there, very negligible, which is nearly equals to zero. So this concept is called virtual ground. I mean, point A we will call, that is point A is in virtual ground, which means that is not physically ground, but it is virtually, its voltage is zero. So voltage at point A will be zero. Okay. Now listen to me. We all know that an op-amp has such an characteristic that its input resistance or input impedance is very high, ideally infinity. Okay, practically it's very high, will be in some thousand ohm. Okay, so what is happening basically? Basically, the current which is passing through the input terminal, that is nearly equals to zero, ideally zero. Okay, practically very less current it will draw the op-amp. Okay, so this is called virtual. So it is drawing very less current, ideally zero, practically very minor current. Apart from that, virtual, due to the virtual ground concept, voltage of A is zero. I mean, voltage of point A is zero. So tell me, is that clear? Then I'll go to the next figure. Just tell me, is that clear?
Please repeat, ma'am, last part.
I'll repeat again the last. Okay. Number one, we all know that the input impedance or input resistance of that op-amp is very high. Okay. Ideally infinity, practically very high. Okay. So due to that, it will draw very less input current, very less, ideally zero, but practically very less input current. So if we consider the ideal case, so ideally the current is zero. If the current is zero, so obviously voltage at node A will be zero, right? V equals to IR, R is very high. If current is not there, voltage will be zero. Apart from that, another concept is that virtual ground. What is virtual ground? Virtual ground means that as the voltage at node A is zero, we can consider that this point is also grounded. It's not physically grounded, but voltage over there is zero. So that's why we can say this one is also grounded, and we will tell that it's a virtual ground. We will consider that it is virtually grounded. Okay, is that right? I mean, is that clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Next, now see, this is feedback current and this is input current. Okay, VIN is the input current and IF is the feedback current. So just write down in your copy. The point A, the point capital A is said to be at virtual ground. The point A is said to be at virtual ground because it is at 0 volt. The point A is said to be at virtual ground because it is 0 volt but is not physically connected to the ground. The point capital A is said to be at virtual ground because it is at 0 volt but is not physically connected to the ground. Did you get it? Why the voltage at point A is 0? আগে বলো বুঝেছো কিনা? Did you get that? Why the voltage at point A is 0?
No, ma'am.
No. Acha, very good. I just want honest answer. Very good. Okay. Again, I'm repeating. Yes, 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 yes. Tell me, tell me. You are right. You are right. Tell me. Yes, yes. Very good. The input resistance of an op-amp is always very, very high. Ideally infinity. Okay, ideal case. I'm considering that's infinity. If resistance is infinity, just a second. If this resistance is infinity, technically it will draw no current. I is equal to V by R. If R is infinity, whatever is your V, I will be zero. Whatever VIN you are giving, I will be zero. If I is zero, the voltage over here will be also zero. I mean at point A. Got it? Now is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Very good. Now we will calculate the voltage gain. How to calculate voltage gain? See here. VIN, sorry, IIN, input current equals to voltage across this divided by resistance. So VIN minus VA divided by RI. VIN minus this one is 0 divided by RI. So IN equals to, we are getting VIN divided by RI. Now IF equals to VA minus V output divided by RF. We are substituting in the place of VA 0 minus V output divided by RF. So minus of V output by RF. Now since IN equals to IF, this input current and feedback current are same because there is no another branch. Simple consider koro. This one is a node. This current is coming and it is passing through this. Okay. So IN equals to IF. So we will write down the values of these two and we will get V output by V input equals to minus of RF by RI. This minus symbol represents that this one is an inverting amplifier. The gain is inverting. That means whatever you are giving the input, we will get an output which is 180 degree out of phase of the input. ডেরিভেশনটা বোঝা গেছে? ঠিক করে বলবে। ডেরিভেশন বোঝা গেছে? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, very good. Then write it down. The way it is written, write it down. Up to voltage gain ACL. Yes, again, closed loop voltage gain. This loop is closed. Feedback path আছে. There is a feedback path. That's why the loop is closed. That's why ACL, closed loop voltage gain. Okay, OL hole open loop voltage gain. There will be no feedback path. Then that will be open loop voltage gain. This one is closed loop voltage gain. in the next line write down, just give some bullet form and write down. Okay, some special notes we are going to write. First, the negative sign indicates that output signal is inverted as compared to the input signal. The negative sign indicates that the output signal inverted as compared to the input signal.
Please repeat, ma'am.
Can you repeat?
The negative symbol or the negative sign indicates that the output signal is inverted as compared to the input signal. First point. Number 2, second point. Next, number 2. The closed loop voltage gain. The closed loop voltage gain is independent of the closed loop voltage gain is independent of op-amp's internal open loop voltage gain. The closed loop voltage gain is independent of op-amp's internal open loop voltage gain.
Ma'am, independent of?
The closed loop voltage gain is independent of the op-amp's internal open loop voltage gain. Op-amp's internal open loop voltage gain. Full stop. Thus, the negative feedback stabilizes the voltage gain. Thus, the negative feedback stabilizes the voltage gain. Thus, the negative feedback stabilizes the voltage gain. Next, number 3. If RF equals to RI, if RF is equal to RI, then voltage gain ACL equals to -1. ACL means V output by V input. That will be your -1. If RF equals to RI, then ACL equals full stop. Therefore, the circuit provides a unity voltage gain. Therefore, the circuit provides a unity voltage gain with 180-degree phase inversion. There a unity voltage gain with 180-degree phase inversion. Full stop. So did you बोलना मैं point था? Suppose you are using same resistance in the yes, tell me.
180-degree phase inversion.
Let me explain this point. Suppose you are using same resistance in the feedback path as well as in the internal resistance path. Suppose you have taken 10 kilo ohm in the feedback path as well as in the internal resistance. So technically, ACL input is equal to RI is also 10. So that will get cancelled out, and your V output equals to minus of V input. Voltage you are giving in the input terminal, in the output terminal, you will get a output signal which is not amplified but one phase. It will not be amplified. Suppose you want a signal which is just 180-degree out of phase. That is inverted but not amplified. It equals to RI. That is same resistance in the feedback path as well as in the internal resistance path. Got it? Yes or no? Follow.
Can you explain the second point?
Second one is which one?
The closed loop voltage gain is
Yes.
independent.
EMRR we have read, okay? So closed loop voltage gain is very much important because this closed loop voltage gain will give you the stabilize. It will tell you how much your op amp is stabilized. Okay, it will give the voltage stable voltage to the or stable gain to the open loop voltage gain. We always need a large value of closed loop voltage gain, but a very low value of open loop voltage gain. Now for this closed loop voltage gain not dependent of open loop voltage gain because our closed loop voltage gain only depending upon the feedback resistor and the internal not depending upon the circuits that is op-amp's internal open loop voltage gain. It has some value of open loop voltage gain and that is dependent upon that. Okay, so that's why it is more stable. The more you are using negative feedback, your circuit or your op-amp will be. Got it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Next, write down if RS is some multiple of RI, then the amplifier gain is constant. If RF is some multiple of RI,
If
Can you repeat?
if RF is some multiple of RI, then the amplifier gain is constant. Then the amplifier gain is constant. Like suppose if RF equals to 10 RI, then if you are apply substitute over there in the ACL equals to minus of RF by RI, you will get minus 10. So ACL has a unity gain, sorry, not unity gain, ACL has a constant gain. Okay, so these are some points regarding this inverting amplifier. Okay, take a rest for 5 minutes, then we will start non-inverting amplifier. Don't leave the class, take a rest for 5 minutes. I'll start non-inverting amplifier after 5 minutes. One is non-inverting. Circuit diagram. Draw this and then I'll explain. amplifier is operating under here the amplifier is operating under negative feedback, or what's your opinion?
Still negative, I think.
Yes, still negative feedback. Feedback path is connected in the negative terminal only. And you can see here we have given the input signal to the positive and the negative terminal is grounded, right? Here the negative terminal is grounded. We have given the, but the feedback path is negative. That is, this amplifier is also operating under negative feedback path. So write down.
Now in the V output part, the ground is not connected.
We'll take the signal. If it's
Okay.
grounded, then we cannot take the signal, right? So write down. In this case, the op-amp is connected as non-inverting amplifier as shown in the figure. In this case, the op-amp is connected as non-inverting amplifier op-amp is your module 4 and application of op-amp is module 5. Module 4 is done. Module 5 we are reading right now. Module 1 is done by Monilika madam. Okay, module 1 is done by madam, Monilika ma'am. Module 2 there is BJT. I'll take that part. In module defect transistor, I don't know who is going to take, either me or madam. Okay. Module 4 op-amp, that part is done. Module 5, that is, and in module 6, some more amplifiers and something is there. Okay. And power amplifier.
Ma'am, which test?
Where?
Ma'am, which modules are there, ma'am? Arnab sir said that from 30.
That we will discuss. Don't worry. Whatever you are studying, obviously op-amp and first module will be there because these two modules are done, right?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, fine. op-amp will be there definitely, and apart from op-amp, yes, application of op-amp, these two, and first these three will be there. So write down. In this case, the op-amp is connected as non-inverting amplifier as shown in the figure. The input signal is applied to the non-inverting input. The input signal is applied to the non-inverting input. The input signal is applied to the non-inverted in the input signal is applied to the non-inverted input. The output is fed back. The output to the input to the negative input, write down. The output is fed back to the negative input through a feedback resistor RF. Hello, have you written on?
Yes,
The
ma'am.
output is fed input through a feedback resistor RF and input resistances RI. RI. So that op-amp is operating under negative feedback. So the negative feedback. So the op-amp is operating under negative feedback. So stop. Input is applied. See, input is applied since the input is applied. Write non-inverting terminal. That will be more precise. Write down since the input is applied to the non-inverting, the output signal will be non-inverted. Since the input is applied to the non-inverting terminal, will be non-inverted. That is, the output signal will be in phase with the input signal. That is, the output signal will be signal. Hence the name non-inverting amplifier.
And the output signal is,
কি লিখেছো বলো লাইন?
that is the output signal is
Before that কি লিখেছো বলো, নাহলে আমি মনে করতে পারবো।
Is in phase with
since
the input signal.
since
Is applied to the non-inverting terminal, the output signal will be non-inverted. That is, the output signal will be input signal. The output signal will be in phase with the input signal. Hence the name non-inverting amplifier. Okay. Next, give a subheading voltage gain. Give a subheading voltage gain. Have any virtual ground concept. Okay, because here we have the input terminal, I mean the negative input terminal is grounded, not the positive terminal. So voltage across Ri, this across input minus 0, V input in junction A, and this part is 0. Wait, voltage across R minus this part is 0, so VIN minus 0. Voltage across RF, that is V output minus V input. Okay, VIN minus 0 by Ri. And current through RF will be V output minus V in by RF. These two are same because same current as well as to the internal resistance part. So what we are getting, V input into RF is equal to V output into RI minus V. So from here you will get, after calculating this, V output by V input, that is the closed loop voltage gain, equals to 1 plus RF by RI plus RF by RI. So this is the closed loop voltage gain. And this one is non-inverting because here the, so obviously this one is non-inverting amplifier.
Then what is the voltage across RF?
What is the voltage across RF? V output minus V input.
V input. Okay, okay.
V output minus V input. Derivation path clear? Yes or no? If it's clear, then write it down in your copy. If you have any doubt anywhere, ask. Okay.
Ma'am, can you repeat this derivation once?
Sure. So in this derivation, basically here also this current through feedback path equals to current through internal resistance, this part. Okay. So current through this will be VIN minus V0 divided VIN minus 0 divided by RI. Current through this will be V output minus V input divided by RF. Then simple calculation for it. Simple calculation. You will get this. Do this simple calculation, you will get. Simple concept মনে রাখবে, for both inverting and non-inverting, RI equals to RF. You have to start from here. RI equals to RF. For RI, VIN minus 0. For RF, V output minus V. আজকে 4 types of amplifiers major যেগুলো পড়িয়ে দিচ্ছি. In the next class we will do some problems over this. Okay. So in the next class, please go through this 4 parts. At first we will do some problems, then I'll again discuss some more some more applications of op-amp. Is this done?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Complete.
Write down. I mean some points. Okay. First point, write down. You can give a bullet form. If the input voltage increases, the voltage of the if the input if the output voltage increases, if the output voltage increases, The voltage at the inverting input will also increase. If the output voltage increases, the voltage at the inverting input will also increase because there is a feedback path. Because there is a feedback path, so its
Increases the voltage at the
voltage at the inverting input will also increase. Voltage at the inverting input will also increase. As the circuit provides negative feedback. As the circuit provides negative feedback. Second point. The voltage gain of a non-inverting amplifier the voltage gain of a non-inverting amplifier can be made 1 or greater than 1. The voltage gain of a non-inverting amplifier can be made 1 or greater than 1. If RF and RI, this part is 0. Suppose there is no feedback path, there is no internal resistance. So this one is 0. At that time, the voltage gain will be 1, and if they have a value, values, then the closed loop voltage gain will be more than 1. Maybe suppose RS by RI, suppose that is your coming 500. So it will be 501. So the voltage gain of a non-inverting amplifier can be made 1 or more than or greater than 1. Next, this is done. Number 3, voltage follower. Number 3, just give a heading, voltage follower, and then this is the figure of voltage follower. Draw this.
Ma'am, it's also a subtopic.
No. Yes, summing amplifier, the fourth one. This is voltage follower.
Okay.
At first give a heading, voltage follower, and then draw this. Summing amplifier is the fourth one.
Ma'am, where are the inverting and non-inverting amplifiers used?
In various types of electronic components, wherever it is needed, like IC chips, op-amp, in motherboard of computer, in any electronics part it is used.
And ma'am, also we're drawing a ground after the V output. Why is that?
That is just denoted that it is not grounded. It is not grounded. This is just a symbol. Okay. In many books, you will see the symbol is also not there. This is, yes. This means this is not grounded. This one I have taken from Mehta and Mehta. There they have mentioned in this way. In Boylston, you will see that simple output they have taken.
Ma'am, diagram the cone heating and under.
Voltage follower.
Okay.
Right?
Ma'am, this is the third application.
Yes, this is third application. Voltage follower. Is that done? So you can see from the circuit diagram, this is a special type of op-amp, application of op-amp, and there they haven't used any resistor in the feedback part. A feedback path is there, but they haven't used any resistor. Simply they have connected a wire, right? Yes or no? There is no resistor, and also there is no internal resistance. Yes or no? Got it? There is no resistance. Also, there is no internal resistance. Yes, give some responses. Are you getting my point? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So write down the voltage follower is a special case. The voltage follower is a special case of non-inverting amplifier. The voltage follower is a special case of non-inverting amplifier. Where all of the output voltage is fed back to the inverting input, where all of the output voltage is fed back to the inverting input. As shown in the figure, the voltage follower is a special case of non-inverting amplifier where all of the output voltage is fed back to the inverting input as shown in the figure. Full stop and then write down. From the figure we can see here RF and RI have been removed. From the figure we can see here RF and RI have been removed. RF and RI have been removed.
Actually, I got disconnected in the moment.
Sorry, your voice is cracking. Yes,
Can you starting now?
I have. Acha.
I got
The
disconnected now.
The voltage follower is a special case of a non-inverting amplifier. The voltage follower is a special case of a non-inverting amplifier
After that,
where all of the output voltage is fed back to the inverting input. Where all of the output voltage is fed back to the inverting input. As shown in the figure. Full stop. From the figure we can see that RF and RI have been removed. RF and RI have been removed. RF and RI have been removed and short circuit kora basically, and sort the output of the amplifier to the inverting input and sort the output of the amplifier to the inverting input. Basically, we are doing the short-circuiting the circuit.
Ma'am, can you repeat this point after RF and RI have been removed?
and sort the output of the amplifier to the inverting input and short the output of the amplifier to the inverting input. Basically, there is no resistor. Basically, we are just using a wire and we are fed it back. So obviously, there is a short circuit. Okay. What is the resistance of an
Ma'am,
pure short circuit?
output. So,
Yes.
ma'am,
To
hello.
the output of the amplifier to the inverting input. Output of the amplifier to the inverting input. Yes. Who can say what is the internal resistance of a short circuited path? Follow? What is the internal resistance of a short circuited path?
Infinity.
It's zero.
So high, ma'am.
It's zero. The
Yeah, I have
internal
it.
resistance of a
Current will
short
flow easily.
circuited
Yeah.
path. Yes, the current flow is
Yes,
infinity
ma'am.
and resistance is
Yeah.
zero. In open circuit path, the resistance is infinity, current flow is zero. So this is basically a short circuited path. No resistance is there. So technically, the total output voltage is fed back to the inverting, non-inverting input, right? Clear? So the voltage follower is a special case of non-inverting amplifier where all the output voltage is fed back to the inverting input as shown in the figure. Here, from the figure we can see Ri and Rf have been removed from the non-inverting amplifier and short the output of the amplifier to the inverting input and short the output of the amplifier to the inverting input. The voltage gain of the voltage follower is the voltage gain is just write down the voltage gain is write down this one. ACL equals to keep AC আমরা for a non-inverting amplifier 1 plus RF by RI. Instead of RF and RI substitute 0 and you will get 1. Acha, in all cases, in previously all cases, keep this ACL inside a box. In previously all cases, like for non-inverting terminal, ACL equals to 1 plus RF by RI. Keep that inside a box. For inverting, ACL equals to minus of RF by RI. Keep that inside a box. And here, ACL equals to 1. Keep that inside a box. Acha, where this one we will use in buffer amplification or amplifier. Just write down in buffer amplifier. This type of voltage followers are used. In buffer amplifier, this type of voltage followers are used. In buffer amplifier, this type of voltage followers are used. Last point, number 4 for today only. Summing amplifier. And this is the figure of summing amplifier. Draw this one. Summing amplifier, give a heading and then draw this figure. From the name, you can see, summing amplifier, inside a bracket, write down adder. Sometimes you may get a question, explain adder or write a short note on adder. The summing amplifier and adder both are same. Summing amplifier, in bracket write down adder and then draw this. Is this done?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so what is basically a summing amplifier? From this type of amplifier, basically it will take in the input side, you can give one or more input through an n number of, and in the output side, you will get the summation of this input voltages, but it will be inverted because we is in the inverting terminal. Clear? Is that clear?
Please repeat, ma'am.
Summing amplifier, in summing amplifier, we will basically give all the inputs. Okay. I mean, n number of inputs you can give using n number of resistances. And in the output terminal, you will get only, sorry, the summation of this three, the summation of all the voltages which we are giving in the input terminal. But it will be inverting, giving the supply voltage in the negative terminal, so it will be inverting one, and it will add all the voltage whatever we are giving. Is that clear?
Yes, ma'am.
So write down, a summing amplifier is an inverted, a summing amplifier is an inverted op-amp that can accept a summing amplifier is an inverted op-amp that can accept that can inputs. Full stop. The output voltage of a summing amplifier, the output amplifier is proportional to the negative feedback. The output voltage of the summing amplifier is proportional to the negative feedback of the algebraic sum of its input voltages. The output voltage of a summing amplifier is proportional to the algebraic sum is proportional to the negative of the algebraic sum of its input voltages. Is proportional to the negative of the algebraic sum is. Hence the name summing amplifier. Hence the name summing amplifier. Up to this done?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. So let us just stop. Just go through this non-inverting, inverting voltage amplifier. We will study this summing amplifier and then we will do some problems. So if you have any doubt, you can ask. If you have any doubt, you can ask. Roll number 1, Akash Datta. Roll number 1, Akash. Roll number 2,
Present, ma'am.
roll number 3,
Present, ma'am.
4, Oyonava Chakraborty. Roll number